Wow. Hello, everyone. Hello, Hollywood. Hello, Iowa. Hello, world. House of Royale. House of Royale. Check out the sweatshirt. House. Wait, let me smile so I can get a good shot of this. Okay, I think we got it. House of Royale is on episode 78, you guys. 7 plus 8 is 15. 5 plus 1 is 6. And so later on, we're going to look up the meaning of the angel number 6, because that is the vibe and energy for today. And guess what other witchy thing we're going to be doing in this episode? Shout out to Christina Ricci. Christina Ricci. Christina Ricci. Christina Ricci. She has a new tarot deck. It's called Cat Full of Spiders, and we will be doing a tarot reading from the deck. As always, like, share, subscribe, tell your friends, please. Call your auntie, tell your aunt to tell her goddaughter to watch this podcast, okay? We have brand new merch drop. RochelleRoyale.com/merch. Get yourself a hoodie, a shirt, sweatpants, a hat, a trucker hat. I don't even have a hat yet. I need to order a hat. Babe, we need to order hats. I have 2 fans that DM'd us that said one person ordered a XXL hoodie yesterday. So exciting. And someone else is ordering the sweats and the hoodie and the hat. So that is beyond exciting. To get actual personal messages from you guys telling us how excited you are to wear and rock the merch. And also, we have Mortez merch. Mortez is our new band. All of the songs are produced by Brett Daniels, of course. The lyrics and vocals are by me, Rochelle Royale, and Brett Daniels. You guys, go stream the music, please. Also, another must do. Before you watch this episode, go to Patreon. We had a new member sign up yesterday. So exciting, since this podcast is still acting like it's brand new and we're growing it from the ground up. And she is, you know what? The turtle won the race and she's turtling hard, y'all. Go to patreon.com/House of Royale. Do you need a friend? Do you need family? Come on over to House of Royale and join us. Why don't you even be wild and crazy and put a word or 2 or 3 or maybe even a full sentence in the group chat? Yeah, I know. It sounds terrifying until you do it. And you know what? I'm going to challenge my boyfriend to go to the Patreon and message all of you for the very first time. Mic drop. Whoopsh. Okay. Oh, he's going now. He's going to patreon.com/House of Royale right now to comment in the group chat. We want to see the photos of you guys wearing the merch, which I'm going to do another post on the Instagram, House of Royale, of everyone wearing the merch. It's 2025, you guys. It's time to level up and quantum leap to the next level and make some moves. That being said, let's get this episode started. I'll see you in a second. I love you. Goodbye. We are back and ready to rock episode number 78, angel number 6. What is your guys' favorite angel number? Tell me right now. Tell me right now. Who's your favorite angel? Archangel Uriel, I like her because her name is close to Rochelle. Or Archangel. What are their names? Michael. What are the other archangels, babe? Do you know?
They were talking about it today. One's name is like
Azriel. I know Uriel is one. I have a full sheet, you guys. For each archangel, they have a color that goes with their name. Who? Archangel Gabriel. Archangel Raphael. Shout out to the Ninja Turtles. Raguel. Jophiel. Metatron. But what about Uriel?
Oh, she's in there. She's the light of God, the fire of God. That's her name.
That's right. Uriel, aka Rochelle, is the light of God and the fire of God.
And he is considered one of the most powerful and influential.
Whatever. He, she, they. There is no. Well, wait. I'm sorry. Trump's president. So there is. Okay, hold on. If Uriel is a man, he's got to just be the man. We can't F around with this guy in office. I forgot. It's strict. We got to play it by the book, you guys. We got to make America. I'm kidding. First topic. Topic number 1, baby. When I say we, you say Mortez. We, Mortez. We, Mortez. I said now we. Okay, so Mortez just did a fabulous, gorgeous, emotionally charged benefit concert. All of the proceeds went to the LA fire relief. We are sending all of our love and all of our prayers to anyone who lost their entire home in the fires. Oh my God, can't even imagine. The people who lost their belongings in the fires, too much to deal with, like mentally. We cannot even imagine. So at least we got to do our part by performing and giving back to the cause. The event we performed at, it happens every single month. And first of all, let me start out with the venue, NoHo House. Okay. NoHo House is secretive. She's sneaky and she likes to hide. You can't find her, you guys. She is like a hidden little cave of wonders in North Hollywood. And, you know, like I'm not even supposed to be sharing where this soundstage is located because it's literally used for A-list pop stars and rock stars that are like rehearsing for world tours. It's crazy. So that's where we got to perform. Shout out to NoHo House. Number 2, we finally got to meet one of our idols, Kay Hanley. Kay is the front woman for Letters to Cleo, yes. She's been touring her whole life, yes. She's the queen of rock, yes. But she is also an educator and an advocate for songwriters. She is a member of the Sona Foundation. Sona Foundation is a charity for songwriters by songwriters. They provide career development, mental health, and financial wellness. So they're basically like, we know you're an artist and you don't know shit about any of these topics, so we're gonna help you curate a business plan for your career, teach you about publishing, and teach you how to be financially literate, which, you guys, in my experience from interviewing singer after singer after singer, no one really knows what they're doing or like how to make lots of money. I think that we are all aware that the major labels know how to make money. Certain producers know how to make a lot of money. Certain managers know how to make a lot of money. Artists, most of the time, don't really know. Unless you have a great team of people guiding you and helping you figure that out. So huge shout out to Kay for being someone who is not just putting music out into the world. She is helping artists actually succeed, which is amazing. And she has a show tonight. We couldn't be there. It was at Hotel Cafe. And you know what? We are manifesting doing performances with Kay because we love her. Also, shout out to Clay, who is one of the founders of NoHo House. He is an incredible sound engineer, sound man for huge bands. We can't say who, but Clay works for big A-list rock bands. He's a synth nerd. Kay and Clay are amazing. So shout out to both of y'all. We love you forever and ever. We love NoHo House. The event is called Harte, Conscious Creators. Dr. Samantha Harte created this event, and she is a keynote speaker. There are speakers that come to this event. Most of these people have built multi-million-dollar or multi-billion-dollar businesses from the ground up, and they come to speak, much like Tony Robbins vibes, on how they did it. And, you know, I love all genders, but I do have to say I enjoy what the women say more as opposed to what the men have to say most of the time. But that's just my style. That's just me energetically. Like, I'm out here to hear what the females have to say. It is really rad to hear people tell their stories and be vulnerable and transparent and completely open up and talk to us about, you know, where they used to be. Some of these people used to be in jail. Some of these people used to be completely broke, bankrupt, okay? Trump was bankrupt a couple of times. Call back. And, you know, you go through that, and then you try again, and then you do it again. And for entrepreneurs such as myself, you need to hear those stories because you need to know that it is possible, that you can find a way to make your business thrive and grow and flourish. There are ways to do it, and you just have to learn how to do it, and you have to have faith, and you cannot give up. And it takes a long time to build anything from the ground up. So it's such a blessing to go and not only be the main musical act of the night, which Mortez was, and I'll get into that in a second, but to be able to then sit in the crowd with some of our friends. Shout out to Sarah Halstead. I love you. Thank you for coming. Sarah's an amazing comedian. Go check her out. Go to one of her shows, you guys. It's just so lovely to perform and shed your soul and then sit down and watch other people do it after you. So it's a very powerful event. If you guys want to attend, you are more than welcome to come. Please, please. We need more people. It's growing every single month. And we will put the link in our bios when the new one resets, updates. I want to get into the performance, Mortez's performance. This was the first time, instead of just getting up there and singing song after song, it was a scripted show. So it was the intro of who Mortez is, and then giving a piece of my personal story of certain things that I endured, such as losing my mom to the S word. I don't even know what we're allowed to say anymore. We were restricted on TikTok the other day for saying that's how I lost my mom. And then just a number of other awful things happened to me that I had to get help. I had to get therapy. I had to go through years of figuring out how to function mentally and emotionally. Just getting taken advantage of by men and having terrible experiences in the music industry. Some of them, of course, were like very lucky breaks and like a little bit of success here and there. But it has been so rough to the point where I have absolutely looked in the mirror and said, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. So to go from that place to now where I'm in love and finally found a way to heal and not look at music as some terrifying monster that's going to ruin my life. It's all of a sudden, it's this like thing that we do because we love it. And we love Mortez, Brett and I love to see the response. The emotional reaction we get from people from these songs is the whole point. Like, this is the whole reason why we do music. And to see how people are responding is everything. Because this is just the beginning. We're so brand new, and already it's just an influx of love and reviews from playlist curators that are like going on and on about how they love these songs. And it's so beautiful because I think everyone in LA or New York or artists that have to self-promote, when you start to get that response and that love from people, it's like, you know what? Okay, let's keep doing this then. Oh, you guys love that? Well, wait until you hear the next one. It just, I mean, every artist lives and dies off of the crowd. The love of the fans is what makes or breaks an artist. And it's just so beautiful to have that in our lives, especially as a couple, a team, a band. It's everything we could have ever asked for. And being a part of this show was definitely that. It was getting up on stage, being really honest, really raw, and getting such an intense, visceral response from the crowd was just everything. So thank you. Thank you to everyone that showed up, and, you know, Samantha for putting on this event. And it's just a wonderful, lovely way to give back. Let's move on. Still looking for a home. Help. The reason why this is a topic, Brett and I are still, okay, have you ever tried to find a brand new place to live in Los Angeles? You guys, the hunt is unreal. Today, I emailed the real estate agent twice. We called his office. We've been calling his cell phone. He refuses to answer or respond. I finally found an email of one of the corporate guys that works at this company, and I CC'd him on the email because I'm like, someone needs to witness the amount of non-responsiveness from this real estate agent. It's so wild. However, let me then just say that when things like this happen, the universe is kind of like, this is not the one, like, this is not your house. You're not supposed to live here. If this guy does not respond, I am going to take that as a very clear indication that the angels do not want us living there. So if it does happen, amen, hallelujah. But right now, it's just so insane because there is no reason other than the universe just being like, no, not ready yet. Not that place. But I would like to say, in light of us moving, it's pretty much the same as having a baby. So merch, RochelleRoyale.com/merch, and get your hoodies and your sweatshirts, you guys, because paying for movers twice, okay, and then breaking my lease with this company is crazy because they are crazy. You know, you guys know, you get it. We didn't lose our homes, thank God. We did not lose our homes in the fire, but this shit is expensive. It's no joke. So it would mean the world if you guys would just get on the website and just buy all of it. Go crazy, go ham. And also join the Patreon once again. Next topic. TikTok. Okay, first of all, there was a ban, and then Trump was like, do you like TikTok? Is TikTok your favorite? Well, then go vote for me. Like, wow. Just the way he says things, it's like he's talking to a bunch of 3-year-olds. It's really wild how he talks to the American public. So everyone voted for him because he said he was going to save TikTok, which, like, you know, not all of us are TikTokers, y'all. I will admit, I never got into TikTok. There's a lot of rules. There's a lot of restrictions. There's a lot of regulations. And then what I would like to also say is there's a lot of creepy dudes on TikTok, just like UpLive, just like Bigo. There are predators and scary, dangerous weirdos that literally go on there. We were on live TikTok today, TikTok Live, and there we did a guest like battle with someone. It wasn't like a real battle. We were just talking to this person, and it was a female, and she was like, I swear to God, some of these people copy and paste the same comment and just go to every page and post hate comments on every single person's page. She said people call her fat. Men will hit on her constantly. People will tell her she's a bad mom. And I know that this comes with the territory, and it's kind of like if you're building a business and selling stuff on TikTok or whatever it is you're doing, it's kind of like you can't really focus on the comments too much because that's not healthy. But also, TikTok makes it a point to force you to put your face in the camera, tap on the screen, respond to the comment section. So if you're doing all of these interactive things with the chat, you're going to see the comments that come up from weird, nasty predators. And my question is, why? Like, in a perfect world, musicians just go on tour. We don't have to spend hours in front of a screen, but we live in the digital era where it is almost mandatory for everyone to be live streaming, scheduling events for the internet to grow your following. Because if you're gonna grow your following, you gotta go to the internet. Yes, you can do 20 shows and see your following grow a little bit, but there's no better shortcut than to go on TikTok and stream all day, every day. And I'm talking about people that literally, they don't have a shop, they don't have a business, they don't have a musical talent or a dance talent. They're just going on there to get followers. And so that's also another issue for artists is we're just like, okay, if everyday people are going on there to get a following and their following is bigger than ours, and they're literally providing zero talent, it's so difficult to get excited to compete against millions of people that are just cleaning the kitchen while live streaming. So I don't know. What do you guys think? How do you feel about this? And is it a thing where you just have to close your eyes and perform music and just make it about the music and not focus on the chat? I mean, I think we need to hear it from fellow artists. What are you guys doing and how do you make it fun for yourself? I know I'm friends with a girl named she's a singer, and she said she's so tired from live stream because she pays rent through live stream. And she says she's so tired of doing it. It's so mentally draining. Yeah, Yeah. So Mortez, we promised that we were going to do an hour a day. And I think that's fair. You know, let's just start with an hour a day. Brett will be on piano or guitar, and I will be singing or talking. And I think that's just how we have to run it and bite the bullet and move forward. Okay, Blake Lively and Justin, what's his face? Tandoori. Oh, Baldoni. Mandarin. Oh. Baldoni. Okay. Here's my 2 cents on Blake and J-Dog. A dude like Justin, most of us girls would not do well with, okay? He is a D-bag. We all know this. We know. He basically was like, Blake is too heavy to even try to pick up. I'm going to have to train in the gym to even pick up her fat ass. Like, that alone. And then the fact that he was showing inappropriate, weird sex videos on set and making gross comments to her. And then he clapped back with, you know, he needed to talk to her about something. And Blake was like, okay, that's fine. Meet me in my trailer. I'm pumping. Because she has a new baby, so she was pumping the milk for the milk bottles or whatever. And, you know, she's a mom, so it was kind of like, whatever. Like, if you need to talk to me, come on in. Blake is married to Ryan Reynolds. Like, I just don't think that Justin is a person that she's interested in or trying to flirt with or trying to, like, get flirtation back from. Some people were saying that maybe Blake is bitter because she wasn't getting the response she wanted from Justin. I'm like, are you out of your mind? Blake was trying to help Justin not be such a D-bag. And then also the flip side of all of this, because I deal with mean bitches all the time. Women are mean, they lie, they are scandalous, they are secretive, they will stab you in the effing back, okay? Blake gets backlash for being super rude. And I feel like that's very real too, because if most of the actors that she has worked with are saying that she has an attitude problem, it's probably facts. But I feel like I've heard this about every single person that is successful. J-Lo, Madonna, Cher, Christina Aguilera. The only celebrity that I've ever heard is a sweetheart is Britney Spears. And look at her now. I'm just saying, you don't have to be a bitch, but you should have boundaries and you should be able to tell it like it is. And I think a lot of times people get really turned off by that because nobody wants to be told what to do. I think there are very few people on planet Earth that are good at being leaders without pissing somebody off. It's really hard to do. My mom ran 3 dance studios, 2,000 students. Each one of those kids had either 2 parents or the legal guardians, whatever. I saw some shit. Growing up in that environment, you see people get pissed off. If their kid is not in the front row, if they're not getting enough time with their favorite teachers, if they're not being favored, if they get kicked out of class for not wearing the appropriate attire or for chewing gum, my ass got kicked out of class all the time. And I was the owner's daughter, you know, but parents come for your head. They want to sue you. They want to talk shit. They want to spread rumors. And that just is what it is. Like when you're running a huge company, there's no way to keep everyone happy. So with that being said, I think that Blake and Ryan are very successful. They're very powerful. They're both very good looking. They have children. They're like the American gladiators. Like they have it all. And I'm not trying to give Blake advice, but like maybe this is a dark night of the soul for her. And maybe this is a moment of like, okay, maybe I am a bitch. I mean, I have to say that to myself all the time is like, humble yourself, have more patience, don't be so mean. Because I think a lot of my issues stem from like fear or projection or just what I've been through. I think it is very difficult to have patience, but also women have a hard time with patience because we have hormones and we are just like searching for something to destroy. When we're PMSing or when our nerves are shot, it's extremely difficult to be zen and not blow the fuck up. So I don't know, Blake. Kind of sounds like you're ruffling feathers and getting on people's nerves. I think Justin's a D-bag and he needs to get his shit together. Moving on. The Trump rally. The Trump. Woo! America. Fuck yeah. Kid motherfucking Rock. I have to say, last year I met some obscure... Like, he used to run Capitol Records. He used to be the president of Capitol Records. If you guys know his name, please tell me because I forgot. But he also he also used to manage Kid Rock. And of course, the phone comes out and I'm getting shown a display of Kid Rock personal house photos. His house is the White House. His house is built after the White House. Like, the blueprint for his house was the White House. And he said, hey, build me a house that looks like the White House. Like, and that's what they did. Okay. He has a ranch that is like posing as a church, kind of, I think. I don't know. It's on Google. I forget. Kid Rock is out of his mind. He's fucking crazy. Of course he loves Trump. He's a great performer. Like, don't get me wrong. Kid is a great performer. He's high energy. He's like, what, 57 and just doing cartwheels on stage? It's crazy. He performed at the Trump rally. I don't have any complaints. I really don't. He did all of his hit songs, all of his bangers. And, you know, I was kind of like, I'm not mad at this. My only qualm with the vibe that it brought was what we all need to remember, you guys. The whole MAGA thing, I'm a girl, okay? When I moved to LA, it was 2010. Before that, it was like 09, 08, 07. As the number goes down, shit gets worse, okay? If you're a millennial girl, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. All of the movies that were made back then, how hard is it to watch them now? How many times does your jaw drop on the floor when you hear one-liners from American Pie, from Step Up, from White Chicks, when there's a full group of women in a white Jeep Cherokee, or maybe it's pink, on a golf course, and they're listening to a rap song, and I don't need to continue because I'm sure you can guess what happens. But they all say it at the same time. It's just, it was a different world back then, and bad things were happening, and shit was getting swooped under the carpet. And that is what was wrong with America. Fuck yeah. That is what was wrong with it. The whole nostalgia of red, white, and blue, and God, and the Bible, and people being able to afford homes. Like, okay, I feel you. I get it. But like, really diagnose yourself and dissect what was actually happening during this time frame. It was gnarly. And like, let's just talk about, like, not to bring my parents into this, but they were, you know, 20 and 24. My mom was older than my dad. super hot, both very successful, and probably because it was easier to start a business back then. You know what I'm saying? Like, they kind of had it made in a sense. Both of them living in the Bay Area, they had all the things checked off, all the boxes checked off. However, if you look at what happened to their marriage, if you look at our home life, and then if you look at what happened to my mother, let's really look at where society was. And were women okay? No, women were not okay. Women were being treated like trash. My mom did not have the right tools to deal with her depression and to deal with the amount of turmoil that she was suffering from because of being a leader, running a business, and having, you know, a messy, chaotic marriage. Women did not have anyone. And my mom is a prime example of someone that should have just been a superstar rock star until the day she was supposed to die. But, and of course, I'm not advocating for what she did, obviously. Nobody should do that. We all need to rough it the fuck out and figure it out. But nowadays, I feel so supported. If I feel like I'm having a mental breakdown, there's so many other people that I can call or talk to or reach out to, or I can even go on TikTok and watch a couple videos. I can go on YouTube and watch some podcasts. And all of a sudden, I'm like, oh my God, it's not the end of the world. Because for me, like, my end of the world worst case scenarios are like the IRS or like BMW or like the company of the people that run the complex that I live in. It's like those are my end of the world awful things that I have to deal with. None of those are bad enough to throw someone out of their whole life. So we are living in different times. We've made so much progress. And watching Kid Rock, it was like, hey, don't be drinking that Kool-Aid, girl, because let's remember what shit used to be like. So that's how I was viewing it. And I was like, here's where I understand it. And here's where I'm like, wow, this is fucked up. Speaking of effed up, let's talk about Billy Ray Cyrus. Hashtag acapella snap. Hashtag Billy Ray Cyrus needs a nap. Hashtag what happened to your 18-year-old girlfriend? The family drama is so messy. Like, Noah was dating this boy, and then her mom married that guy. And then Billy Ray Cyrus, like, whatever, cheated on his wife. They broke up, and then he got with some young girl, and it was so gross. And Miley, like, hasn't talked to her dad in a long time because of all this shit. And now Miley has to make a decision if she's even going to talk to her mother because of all the messy ass drama shit. I mean, I know that I don't know you guys, so I'm sorry, but just from what I've heard and from what I've gone through with my own family, I can completely relate. I think for a lot of us, the daddy issues are high and mighty. They are raging, you guys. The daddy issues are fucking real in America. Something is wrong with our dads. And, you know, do we blame them or do we blame society? I don't know, but they all need to be in therapy. That's number one. And then number two, like, stop drinking, maybe. Like, put the bottle down is what I have to say about Billy Ray Cyrus. If you guys haven't seen this performance, please go watch it. There's no music. They're trying to get him off stage. And he keeps pointing the mic to the audience to sing Old Town Road for like an hour. So that happened. And I said to myself, I'm really glad that I'm sober. And I think I'm ready to do this next show that we're scheduled for. It kind of made me feel confident in my singing voice. And it made me feel like, you know what? He just did that in front of the whole world. We're going to be okay. So, pros and cons to when you see an unfortunate performance like that. Moving on. A tarot reading. Shout out to Christina Ricci, her new tarot deck, Cat Full of Spiders. I'm a huge fan. We all love Christina. Have you guys seen Wednesday? Have you seen Yellow Jackets? I mean, Christina is an amazing actress, and now she is a public witch, which is what we needed for 2025. We're going to shuffle the deck. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. I'll put a Mortez song here really quick. And this is, oh yeah, this is Down with the Devil by Mortez.
Final vow, walk on holy ground, 'cause I ain't going down with the devil.
Brett's gonna choose. The sun! Because Brettskis is the sun, you guys. The suns. Okay. Just as April has fun in the sun on a fateful camping trip with her grandmother and best friend, the Sun Tarot card is here to warm you with its glow. Oh, with its glowing rays, symbolizing happiness and joy. Cheerfulness is washing over you. Enjoy this wonderful moment. You've earned it. Make the most of it by getting together with friends or loved ones to appreciate the warmth and levity. Aww. The message is, make the most of it by getting together with friends or loved ones to appreciate the warmth and levity. So, do you have a hard time enjoying a wonderful moment? Well, stop it. Take a moment, breathe in, breathe out, and just say to yourself, this is such an amazing moment. Let me bask in it for a second. Let me enjoy it. And, you know, also enjoy it with your lover or your friends, because I think a lot of the times we do kind of keep quiet with small victories because we don't want to come off like we're boasting, or we don't want to be a target. We don't want people to get weird or jealous or whatever. But you know what? Sometimes you got to just be like, this amazing thing happened and we are celebrating. So, and you know what? When Brett and I find our home, we are going to celebrate with like sushi or something. Yeah. I think I'm done with this episode, you guys. I've talked enough. I'm PMSing. I'm tired. Make sure you guys get Make sure you guys get your merch, okay? I feel it. It's gonna be a big year for merch, and we're gonna have to like come up with more stuff to give you guys because it's all gonna sell out and it's gonna be nuts. I encourage everyone, get your crystals out, write down what you want, write down your incantations, your wildest dreams, because we're going to quantum leap. We're going to manifest, and we're going to get to that next level. I believe in you. Go kill it. Go crush it. Happy 2025. Bye.